on my porch so we can visit for a little bit. And I think the question I want to ask is, are rules and laws crushing us or killing us? Are all the things that we are being placed on us overwhelming us, causing us to not be able to have freedom, not being able to create, not being able to embrace each other, the world, community, compassion, love, kindness, all the things, because we're constantly being told how to do what we're doing. And am I a help or am I a hindrance to that? Is this what I want to do? Is this where I'm going next? Is how do we eliminate the rules, or eliminate, is there too many laws, but at the same time make sure that we have the freedom to teach, the freedom to create, the freedom to eat, the freedom to grow, the freedom to have relationships, the freedom to really make things happen and make things be better than they ever could be. And that's my goal. So I think that's where I'm at. And you might have noticed that on my network, I am been a little quiet. I've done some posting, but not as much as I used to. I can tell you, my numbers can tell you that. They can tell you that I haven't been doing as much as I have before. But at the same time, I'm trying to figure direction. I'm trying to pray about it a little bit. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do next and what the next thing should be. And yet I have a belief in it. I believe in what's happening. I believe in people watching. And I'm like, again, it's just wild times. And I get to go watch my students graduate tonight. So I'm excited about that. But at the same time, I'm like, what do I want to occur? And I have a lot of amazing things coming up. I have phenomenal things coming up on my channels that I just love, that you're going to get to see. But of course, you got to get on here and be a part of the network to see it. So hopefully that will happen, and we'll make that happen. So let's talk a minute. So laws were created ultimately to put boundaries. They're created to put limitations, or to expressly give us a rule that maybe we thought we needed, right? Fundamentally, the laws were based on religion. I mean, we look at the original legal standards. A lot of it was based on the commandments. If you think of like our basic law, it follows those commandments. So you see that. However, we have added to it significantly, and we have added to it in a fundamental way that has caused, I think, an overabundance of law. We also have added to it from a place of misunderstanding or lack of knowledge about the subject matter on which laws are being created. So there's that, meaning that we have legal legislators that are making laws on things they know nothing about. And so they're ultimately doing that, and they're not bringing the people in the room that do. So it's like one of those things we have to figure out. So what happens is then you create laws, and the laws create burdens, and the burdens create stressors, and the stressors create burnout, and burnout people leave. And then they quit their job and they go do something else. If they can find another job, if they can fit within the rules of the next job, if they can figure out, is it going to be enough for me? Am I going to have enough? Are we going to be enough? Is it, all of those things. And I think we need to get to a point where we strip away some of the rules. We strip away some of the ridiculousness laws that we've over-regulated, and let people free to create, and let people free to write, and to paint, and to sing, and to draw, and to absolutely express themselves, whether through dance, music, travel, all the things. Hello, great to see you. Is it Yikarella? So I really, really am looking at food. I love to eat. I love to grow food. I love to go to spaces and try new foods and things like that. But there's a freedom in that. I need to be able to do that. I need farmers to be able to, grow their food so that I can then taste it. I need chefs to be able to make the food so that I can taste it. I need to learn how to cook. So I also need to learn classes and things like that, because that is a freedom for me. I also have too many rules for my kids. So guess what? I am the rule for my children. So maybe, just maybe, I'm going to have to look at my own rules and be like, as a parent, where are some of the rules I can lighten up? Where are some of the rules I can say, let them try some things, Let them skin their knee for a minute. Let them figure out what needs to happen so that they can learn from it and grow from it and be better. And I think that that's important. And again, I've got work to do. I'm not gonna lie. I like rules. I like structure. I like all these things, but that's not necessarily the best thing. So I can recognize that I may be wrong. Now, if you look at my backyard, you're gonna be like, you don't like rules, you like chaos. And I'm like, that's true. In my gardening, I'm chaos gardening right now is what I'm doing. Chaos gardening is like, throw it to the wind and see what happens. I'm creating some of the things that I want, but guess what? That chaos gardening is kind of representing some of the other things that are happening, and I need to not get it in order, but just to have faith and talk to it and be with it and appreciate it and all those things. So I am looking at doing that. I'm looking at what that looks like. I am looking forward to being able to breathe. Being able to step back and be like, you know what? If I don't have to have a rule for everything or judge somebody for having a rule, then guess what? I get to sit back and enjoy. I get to enjoy my children. I get to enjoy what we're doing. Yesterday, my wife and I spent a glorious day hanging out at O'Connor Resort. It is a phenomenal place in Oklahoma City. But you know what? It was just us two spending time together, enjoying each other's company, eating good food, visiting with each other, and just enjoying one another. And that was important. Why? Because it was her birthday. But it also was the opportunity for me to just look at her and go, yes, I get to enjoy you. And we get to enjoy each other as adults. And then we get to enjoy our kids together. So we get to enjoy us as a family. Because if we have a happy family and we have a happy relationship, then we're going to bring that happiness into the world. And guess what? The world can always use more happiness. I said, let's give them some more happiness. Let's make that happen. So I love that. I love service. I love the ability to be able to serve, whether it's serving my wife or serving my community or serving the people around me, or just being out here and being like, I'm going to inspire. I love inspiration. I love to teach. So I love to teach things. I'm a teacher by trade. That's what I do. And I teach adults more than I do children. So you guys that are educators in the K-12 setting, phenomenal, amazing. Like, you have a gift, and God bless you for all of that. Because that is incredible that you do that. I work with adults, and I love to work with adults. I love to guide them to their successes and their goals and create opportunities and things like that. I like to inspire them and let them shed some of what the voices in their head that say you can't do that, and show them they can, because I can help them. I mean, ultimately, the ability for us to inspire others and say, hey, don't let the verbal rules or what people say about you get in the way. Because I think those verbal rules are as dangerous as any law that we pass, or are as dangerous as any boundary that we pass, or anything that we put in front of us. Because guess what? Those rules are something we keep ingrained in us. And when we keep that ingrained in us and we say it over and over again, when we try and get out of it, we will push ourselves back and we will say, but we can't, or we don't know. Hello, Francisco. So ultimately, we have to absolutely make sure that what we're doing is not having internal rules that are stifling us, that have internal problems that are getting in the way, because we have beat ourselves up. Maybe you said something to yourself that you need to let go of. Maybe we need to free ourselves from some of the stuff we've said or other people have said to us. We have a voice in our head that is somebody else saying, you should do this. Or, you know what? We didn't know you wanted to do that. Or you have somebody over there being like, I didn't have to go to college, or I didn't have to do that, and yet you want to go. Yet that you hear that person's voice in your head saying, well, I didn't have to, I didn't want to. Go. If you want to go, go. If you want to go to trade school, go. If you want to learn a new trade, go for it. Why should we stop? What rule or what law or what voice is telling us we shouldn't do what we love to do? I mean, I get all of the things. We're learning from some of these younger generations. Now, understand, I'm almost 50. Oh my God. But ultimately, we're learning from some of these younger generations that they are embracing the idea of their own selves, being able to do what they want to do. And yet, if you've grown up in a certain generation, they're like, you do what you're told and that's it. And I'm like, absolutely not. So I really believe that we can learn from some of the youngins and learn that, guess what? we deserve to enjoy life, to enjoy food, to enjoy relationships, to enjoy each other, and it is important. And I think that importance is also that we reach out. We reach out to other people. And so I think maybe what I want to do is work on that, is work on connection and work on what I can do to help you and me create this environment, this community of not rule breakers, but just that we don't have to live within the boundaries of what everybody says about us. We get the opportunity to express ourselves, and whether it's through music and art and food and your creativity. And then, you know what? If somebody's saying something to you, let's put it down and let's do more than what's possible. Because what happens if the thing that we always have heard we can't do, we go do? What if happens if we create exactly? This person said openness. Absolutely, Computer Lady 710. Absolutely. Openness is it. It is this idea of saying, why should we be closed? Why should I be afraid to talk to somebody that's different than myself? I shouldn't. Why I should be able to listen and understand and grow and hear. Because if I can do that, then we can connect. And if we can connect, then we can build. If we can build stronger communities, we can build stronger states, we can build stronger nations, then the globe is stronger, right? Then our food system is better. Then the things that we worry about all the time, we're building human connections. That is important. That is what we need to do. All of this is a big, big vision. It's a big thing to put out there. It is not a small thing. You all that are watching are going to be important. One of the ways that you can help me, and you're going to be like, what can we do? Well, let me tell you what you can do. One, you've done it. You watched this video. You posted on it. You hit like. You did hearts. You have those things happening. But I want you to watch this, but I don't want you to watch this and then just leave it. I want you to watch this and bring somebody with. And let's create something interesting. Why? Because let's bust some norms. Let's go ahead and do something different. Let's create together. And you know what? You create something, you let me know and let me celebrate you. I'll celebrate you on here. I'll put it out to everybody that I can talk to. Why not? Why? There's no rule. And if there is a rule, I need to break it. Right? Isn't that what we're doing? So maybe the first thing I'm going to do is this. You do something interesting, or you're doing something interesting, please put it in the comments, or go ahead and subscribe to the network and message me. I will write it down. I'll put your name on there. Next time I get on this video, I'll put it out there, and I will let people know this person's doing this that's interesting. Check it out. Why not? I can help you out, and I can just put it out there into the world. What can happen? If you're doing something interesting, somebody else could find out it's interesting and then get to know you. Then you can build a connection. You build a connection. You build a relationship. You build a relationship. You can build a dream. When you build a dream, you can build a company. When you build a company, you can build a community. When you build a community, you can build the greatest things. I mean, right now, today, SpaceX is just becoming a public company. That is the craziest of dreams. When it was originally expressed, had to sound crazy. It broke every norm, broke every boundary, broke every kind of rule, and everybody thought, this person is nuts. He is a crazy person. The reality is, he not only was crazy, but he also was visionary. The visionary part of it was, he didn't listen to the rules. He didn't say, I have to do it this way. He decided, I'm going to try it. I'm going to push boundaries. I'm going to break the rules and do something different. And I'm going to create this amazing company. And he is the first trillionaire with a T. So ultimately, what he did when he broke the rules is he did something amazing. Has he made mistakes? Yes. Has he, gotten involved with people he probably shouldn't have? Absolutely. But guess what? He made them. He did it. And they didn't punish him for it. They said, as a matter of fact, he's more of a visionary. So, it didn't hurt him one bit to break some of those rules and to do something different. So why is it that people of great wealth can do that? people that are not as wealthy can't, right? So here's my thought. Let's do it. Let's break some stuff. Let's create some stuff. Let's build some stuff. And let's make some stuff. And let's see what happens. I like that. That's a good vision for me. Break, take, make, create. Let's do it. So that's my thought. That's where I'm at right now. I think it's important. I think it's what we can do. I put that out there. It's on here. It's a 15-minute video. Share it with people. Yes, he does. Shielded by grace. And I have thank God grace exists. Let me tell you that right now. Because I've been the beneficiary. And also I have given it. You guys have a great day. And I can't wait for us to build this together.